JJ Thompson. Oh, we're gonna be live.
JJ
All right, here we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back.
Whoa, where did Chris go?
My goodness. Well, we're back, episode 33. I know you missed us. My man, Chris was here, but all of a sudden, when I went live, he just poof. He disappeared. So I know he's gonna be I see there he is. He's trying to jump back in.
Okay.
All right. So it's episode 33. And I know you like where you guys been? Well, you know, we've been doing what we do, living our lives. Dropped again. We've been watching our fantasy teams excel and sometimes fail, and you know it is what it is. But we're back, you know, with some good things and some other things. Like my man, like for example, my man's Joey. I'm gonna give Joey his props right now because he said I'm never giving him his props. My man Joey made a hot take months ago. This was months ago.
There's Chris.
Joey said, after Joey's pretty much debacle in the NCAA picks for the tournament, he said, JB and Chris, I will be 50%. I will be above 50% betting on college football against the line. 50%. And lo and behold, this dude was above 50%. Now, if he was a betting man, he made some money, but you know, Joey is what we call scared money. And the old saying is, scared money don't make money. So, scared money don't make money. So that's why. So, but hey, props out to Joey for that. We got so much stuff's going on in the sports world. We couldn't even manage to cover it tonight. So, come back to see us next week and we'll talk about some new topics. The NBA is hot right now. COVID going crazy again. Joey done jinxed us to that. He always talking about COVID. COVID is COVID.
Omicron
COVID is the reason. COVID is the reason. COVID. So we got COVID going on. We got the NFL getting into November, December, the last 5 weeks of the season. This is where legends are going to be made or not made, and we're gonna see, right? Tight races in both sides, both conferences, and some good stuff going on. We got the big Army Navy football game this weekend. Always a classic. Always a game. If you watch, you feel like nostalgia and just feel good about football for that one day, I guess. But and that's gonna be our last college game that we actually go against the spread on, and then we're gonna do our final totals. We do have a contest coming up with our bold pick'em. I've challenged all of the CJ Squared pickers to a $10 in the pot. Who can get the most bowl games right?
This isn't against the spread though, right?
Not against the spread, it's straight pick. So no spread on this one. Just straight pick them. And we're gonna see how we do. And somebody gonna get $50 in their pocket right here on CJ Squared. They gonna get paid. And of course, college basketball is heating up. We done seen Gonzaga fall. We done seen Duke fall. Yay! Yes. And now we got Purdue at the number one in the nation. So
who just lost tonight.
We got some good stuff going on. And don't forget, Georgia once again getting beat by Alabama in a big game. I mean, it's like clockwork, man. It's like clockwork.
As you
funny story. Many years ago, I was up here and I went with a friend of mine, Donnie Gallitz. Donnie Gallitz was a big Georgia fan. I went with him to see a game where Georgia was number one in the nation. They had Matt Stafford at quarterback. no Sean Moreno at
Sean
running
Moreno.
back, and they were going crazy. Play Alabama on a Saturday night game, and yes, you know what happened. Alabama smacked them. And that was before they were Alabama the way they are now. That was like the start of the Alabama we know now, just the machine. And to me, which is I don't like Alabama because I don't like Saban either. I know I'm on a rant because I haven't been talking it so long.
Just go on with it.
I don't like them. Give me the top 15 basketball players in high school, middle school, and play me. I will destroy you every time.
Don't hate the play, hate the game.
I'm not hating, but I know if you give me the best players, I'm not gonna lose. I'll beat you with some scrubs. But give me the best. Anyway,
Don't hate the
so
play.
I'm looking. Hopefully, my man's Joey's Cincinnati Bearcats will give them a run for their money. They're 14-point underdogs right now. Probably go up. Speaking of that, and I can give Joey his props on our conferences. His conference dominated our conferences. Dominated. He ended up getting 2 teams in the college football playoff. I can say I probably had the biggest surprise team. Like I picked Michigan. They were like my 11th pick. And they were like my 11th pick in the draft, and they ended up in the college football playoff.
Yes, they did.
Beat Chris's Ohio State Buckeyes a couple times.
They stunned them. They sunned
the Ohio State. They sunned them?
They sunned them.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, so much stuff, man. I got like spreadsheets everywhere. I'm like the Hawks.
Everywhere.
I know y'all missed that. I know y'all missed it. They everywhere. Don't think we forgot.
You know who killed me was my Pac-12 teams.
Yeah. Your Pac-10. Your Pac that USC Washington combo.
they got 8 wins combined, so that pretty much
combined. That's crazy.
Don't worry.
Crazy is some of the Power 5 teams that I missed out on. Disappointing. How disappointing was Texas? I think Joey didn't have a team with a losing record, right? I had one. Chris, you had 2.
Yeah.
And Joey's. At least Joey's top team stepped up. Alabama, and you took Cincinnati in your 3rd pick, right? I believe
I did.
My top 3, Bupkis. Chris's top 3, Ohio State was on the precipice. And Georgia, we still got Georgia as your 2nd pick.
Wisconsin.
Your 3rd pick. Wisconsin. Oh, it was Iowa State.
Oh, it might have been Iowa State. Yeah, one of those 2. Those were just all right. They were just all right.
So we got some interesting bowl games I'm looking forward to seeing.
We don't want to see are you still dominating the NFL one? Joey's not killing that one.
No, you are dominating that now. Last time I checked, Joey's still below 500.
Joey's horrible.
Joey's done. Joey has the Jags and the Jets, I believe, or the Jags or somebody.
Well, he's got the Giants. Right?
Yeah, he got the Giants. He got the Giants, the Jags, and somebody else. And I think I know you. I think you are winning that now by a few percentage points over me. But yeah, Joey's
out on that one.
Joey's done. We move forward. We have to mention we do have NBA fantasy going on, and that would be it would be a sin if I didn't mention that I started this first week and last, but now where am I? Right back where I belong in first.
This is a big week for you too. You got Paladin, and Paladin is loving his fantasy basketball team.
You tell Paladin take a nap Carlton, if you're listening right now, just go to sleep and just wait till next week where you can come back and do something, man. I see you out there trying to make moves too, pal.
He is trying to make moves.
Don't run my game. That's my game.
I will let you know.
You can't beat me being me.
He made an emergency move on Sunday so that he could beat. He was whooping me for the entire week, and he made an emergency late move on Sunday so he can get his little 7-6 win. But a win is a win. A win is a win.
Yeah, he got a dub. We know Chris is the king of 7-6. He the 7-6 king.
I'm struggling right now, but
he has 7. Oh yeah, I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to say. I mean, it's the struggle is real. I mean, in the NFL football league, I lost 7 times. I mean, I'm a bum. I'm garbage. I stink. I'm nothing. I'm less than human in that league, right? I mean,
yeah,
I'm in 6 leagues. I'm gonna make the playoffs guaranteed in 4. I thought I may have a chance to sneak in.
Yeah, but your team, I mean, we can get in that a little bit later, but your team in your league, they're not bad. They just, I mean, sometimes you just run into.
Chris, can I break this down to you? Here's the craziest stat. Here is the craziest stat. In my side of the bracket, where I'm last place, I have outscored all of them. I've outscored Joey. I've outscored. Look at it. I have more total points than everybody on that side.
That side definitely.
I'm in the top 6 of scoring.
That is true.
My team I'm in top 6, and I'm still 3-10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, right? That's how it goes sometimes, man. I had to remind Chris and Rodney. I told them this a couple of days ago. I said, hey, losing in fantasy football does not mean that you're not a man. It's okay. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with your manhood that you don't win fantasy football. It's okay. All right. Doesn't make you less of a man because you don't win. All right. It happens. Okay. Everybody can't win in fantasy football. It's hard to win. It takes some good skill and a lot of luck. A lot of things to fall your way. I mean, you know, a lot of stuff to fall your way. I mean, that's how it is sometimes.
That's just how it plays out. It's just
that's how it plays out. But hey, thank y'all for listening to my rant. I have a lot more to talk about, but I don't have enough time. So right now we get into a big question. It's that time of the year when all these coaches, the coaching carousel in college football is really big right now. And one of our first questions, because, you know, we love college football. We love the coaches. You know, Joey loves a coach. He loves a molder.
Joey loves them.
He loves a molder. He loves a holder. He loves a shoulder. He does all that good stuff, right? So one of our questions is, which new college hire do you like the most and like the least? We got a few up here. There's a whole bunch more in this, I think, but here's some of the big ones. We got Brian Kelly to LSU, Lincoln Riley to USC. He was like, I ain't playing in the SEC. Are you crazy? Mario Cristobal to Miami, Brent Venables to Oklahoma. About time he left. And Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame. Are there any others that we can think of? I saw today, Joey, that they trying to bring your boy back to Oregon.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Okay, so I'm gonna put it to you first, Chris. So which of these new hires, or if it's not one on here, which one do you like best, and which one do you like the least?
Let me start with, I'm going Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame. I think I like when they promote a guy up that all the players already like. They're not going to lose any recruits. Notre Dame, we already seen they're almost always a 10-win team, just because of the way that they're not in the conference, so that helps. I mean, they do play some ACC teams, but so they're almost always a 10-win team. I think that Brian Kelly's ceiling. He kind of hit that, and then they were just kind of coasting for a little bit. And I think they're a perennial, at least top 10 team with that. They haven't had great recruiting classes. They're good recruiting classes, but they haven't had great recruiting classes. This guy is supposedly a great recruiter. So if he comes in, they're already a 10-win team. We saw this year they were basically a Georgia win away from making the playoffs. So they're always right there. If this guy can recruit a little bit better than Kelly did, I think right there that you bring a young guy. He's only 35 years old. The players love him. So to me, if they can bring in a guy like this who can just push their recruiting to that next level of, kind of the elite level guys, I think there's no way that they don't start to compete, like really compete for national championships. Right now, they're competing to make the playoffs. I think if this guy can, and that's kind of what their ceiling with Kelly was. I think for me, if he can come in and really start pushing that recruiting to the next level, then I think that right there you're going to have a guy who could really start to compete for national championships. I mean, they already have the brand on their side. They already have winning on their side. So all they really need, they're basically a step away from competing for actual national championships. And I think bringing a young guy who could connect with the players is the way to go. So to me, I like that. Keeping it in-house, that's the way to go. So, yeah. You want me to keep my worst?
Tell me which one you don't like the most.
I mean, even the ones that we or you spoke about, I don't really hate any of them. I thought they were all pretty good, but to me, Lincoln Riley to USC, I think is a kind of a lateral move, but for no real reason. I think that Oklahoma is already there. And we've already seen what he can do. They're not at USC. Basically, his ceiling is going to be what Oklahoma is, right? I mean, they're not going to beat Alabama. So they're always going to probably, at his best, he's going to be able to compete for a playoff, right? That's what he's going to compete for. We've seen what he can do with basically 3 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. At the most he's going to do is be Oklahoma. I don't understand the move. Why are you going to go there? Yeah, he's going to get recruits, but Oklahoma already gets top 10 recruiting classes. So basically his ceiling is what he's going to get at Oklahoma. So to me, unless Saban goes, maybe they can compete for championships, but he already was doing that there. Yeah, maybe he wants to stay away from the SEC. That's the big thing.
Trust me, because in the SEC, Oklahoma is going to be a good 8-4, 7-5.
So really, that's the main reason he's leaving is because it's an easier road when you leave there.
You ain't get no cakewalks. You ain't get no cakewalks in the SEC.
Yeah, true. I mean,
no cakewalks.
I just think that either way, no matter what, you're still having to go through Alabama, right? In the end of the day, your legacy is going to be winning national championships, or it doesn't matter. You have to be somebody who, like Kirby Smart, how good we say he's a good coach. His legacy is he's not Nick Saban, right?
Ain't beat him.
Even Dabo Sweeney, we'd say right now, is still under those guys. So everyone else is fighting to be those guys, right? But Dabo Sweeney is a step up.
Nick Saban.
He's at least a step up. But to me, it's just a weak move. But it's a weak lateral move, and you're basically just scared of Nick Saban, pretty much.
All right. What about you, Joey? What do you think? I'm sure it's going to be you. I'm sure you like Brian Kelly at LSU. You love Brian Kelly.
I can't stand Brian Kelly to LSU. I do like, however, I like the fact that he is willing to take on the challenge of going to that. That is a gauntlet. The coaches that are in, what is that? The SEC East? Is that the East or
no? LSU is the West. The West is definitely the tougher side of the conference.
That is Alabama, right?
That is murderer's row of coaches in college in the FBS.
You got Auburn, you got Alabama, you got both Mississippi's, and you got Texas A&M.
Murderer's row.
and you're probably going to get. They probably going to put. I wonder who they're going to put in the West, or are they going to move somebody to the East? Because they're going to bring Oklahoma and Texas in.
They'll probably try to balance it out. Put Oklahoma on the easier side, probably.
Correct.
Right? Try to balance it.
So I hate it because I think that he's doing everything. He why not keep on winning 10 games and every 10, 11, 12 games, and every now and then you are going to get your shot, and you just recruit a little bit better and get a few more players. I mean, he may not have the best recruiting classes, but he puts out NFL talent every year. And he puts out talent that is playing on Sunday, not just getting drafted and just sitting. He got guys that are actually playing. So in my opinion, you hire someone that knows how to get dogs, then you keep on winning 11, 12 games. You're not playing in that murderer's row of the SEC West, and you're going to get your shot and get to the Final Four.
Yeah, but his legacy is he's got to win a national championship. That's all he doesn't have.
Let me tell you, him going to LSU is going to give him a lot better shot than staying at Notre Dame to win a national championship.
It's also going to be a lot better shot to get fired after 3 years if he wins six.
Yeah, but what did I say? His ceiling, higher ceiling, lower floor at LSU, right? We've already seen them win one.
As
old Ed Orgeron got one.
If Ed got one, maybe he can get one because Brian Kelly is one of the top.
And didn't Nick get one at LSU too?
Who did?
Nick get one at LSU as well?
Yes, he did. The Mad Hatter did also. So I hate it, but I enjoy the fact that he thinks that you gotta have swag if you want to take that job.
What does that tell you about LSU? If you had the last 3 coaches there actually win a championship.
That is absolutely true. That is absolutely
true. You go there, you may get fired, but
true.
You're gonna be able to bring in top-notch talent.
That is true.
And he's already ingrained.
Top-notch talent.
He's already ingrained in the South now. You heard him. He's one of the people down there.
I listened to it. I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think so, but who knows? But you also get top-notch talent if you go out to Southern Cal. And that's why taking the USC job that Lincoln Riley did was the best move, because you get USC back to prominence. You get the exact same players that the SEC got. That's why Pete Carroll and USC was so good, because he was recruiting those players, getting them, going to SEC stadiums and whooping behind in SEC stadiums. That's why you go out to Southern Cal. That's a great move. He's going to keep players in state that are going out to the SEC and going out to Clemson. Lincoln Riley is going to keep them in Cali. He's going to get Southern Cal back to prominence very soon. Great move, Lincoln Riley.
He did. All these kids he was recruited to Oklahoma, a lot of his 5-star guys decided to go with him to USC. I noticed that.
You get SC back, you're gonna get everything that it's gonna be on another level up from Oklahoma. You keep your California kids. The Pac-12 is still down. It'd be nice if Oregon makes the correct move, but Pac-12, Chip comes on back. Pac-12 is wide open. You can go.
But Joey, I'm saying, what is his ceiling then? What's his ceiling? Right? It's Oklahoma.
Past Oklahoma, you got different resources.
He's got one guy. He's got one guy he's not going to be able to beat, and that's Saban.
Let's find out.
Give him. We're gonna now wait 10 years. We gotta wait 10 years.
The recruits, he will be challenging for a national championship every year. Which he was doing now, but Southern he's gonna get the California kids that are gonna take him to another level. California kids are dogs. They are dogs. And they're all going to the SEC.
He's got a quarterback right now who's gonna be the #1 pick probably in 2 years.
Possibly.
Come on.
But he's gonna get
win with that. If you can't win with four quarterbacks that are going to be starting in the NFL, what kind of coach are you?
He's going to get dogs from California that are going to stay in California. That's the blueprint that Pete Carroll got, that Pete Carroll laid out. Get the dogs in Cali and compete with the SEC boys.
Pete Carroll also laid out paying his guys.
Oh, they all do. They all do. They all pay them. You have to pay them.
They all getting paid. Everybody getting paid, Joey.
Absolutely.
Everybody
Gotta
getting paid. Okay. All right. So, I mean, me really, I didn't really put a lot of thought into it, but looking at it, I do like Brent Venables to Oklahoma, giving him a chance to be a head coach. He's been one of the top assistant coaches in the nation for many years, and Clemson has had some really, really good defensive teams when he's been there, and maybe he can bring some defense to Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
That could be, it's Oklahoma. He has the name brand is there. I mean, he's going to recruit. He's going to get good players, and he's moving to the SEC, which will give him even more better players. That I mean, and he won't. The good thing about him, he won't be scared coaching the SEC. He's beat SEC teams. I never forget when Clemson first started balling out. Dabo Swinney's first year, and he played Auburn in Auburn. And at the end of the game, he said, "We come to Auburn. We beat Auburn in Auburn." He was like so.
He definitely is animated.
Yeah, he was so animated. Dabo was, and and of course Venables been there the whole time with him. So I like that hire. I mean, I really nothing I don't like. I mean, I didn't like Lincoln Riley at USC simply because I'm like, you a coach, when you a coach or a competitor, you want to compete against the best. Your team is going to the SEC. Why run now? Why run to USC now? But let Joey tell it. He's doing it because he's going to be the next Pete Carroll.
I think he's going to be that. It's just strategy. He's not afraid to coach against SEC. I think that's not.
Okay.
We'll see we'll see it when we believe it.
He wasn't. He wasn't. I disagree. I like Chris said. Every year even when he had all these top-notch QBs, what happened? He goes to the college football playoff, gets smacked around. Not even close. So I mean. I'm surprised Joey didn't mention Cristobal to Miami. I mean, is that going to make a dent in Miami? Miami has. I think Miami's on the way up.
I don't think
I think how they did the coach there was bad.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, you're like Diaz. Just hold on for a little bit. Yeah. We got you on hold. Hold on, I gotta take this. Hold
on. Yeah.
No, you're fine.
You go ahead and leave. You go ahead and go. We got somebody.
They're sitting there talking. They're talking on the phone, and Manny is sitting right there. You're like, I'm here. I'm
dude, here. I can hear you.
Yeah. So I mean, I think in college football there've been a lot of shifts, but I really would like to see, I like to see the Florida teams be good again. Florida, Miami, and Florida State. I like that. I think all those kids that from there and that state where they're good, that makes good for college football. And the Pac-12. The Pac-12, man, when they're good, when they got at least a couple of good teams, that's good for football too. The SEC having all the good teams and always having Alabama go to the college football playoff, it's getting boring. I mean, this is me personally. I think it's getting boring.
Let's cut scholarships and add teams.
It's almost like, okay, everybody, y'all play the rest of y'all season. We going anyway. So no matter what we do, we're gonna be there. So, and because we just it's based on who are the best players you're recruiting. So I mean, I would love to see in this case, I would love to see a little bit more parity in college football. And you don't need a 12-team playoff if the one seed's gonna if you do like you got 12 teams, the first 4 get a bye, the other teams playing, and then what? So 7 and 8 are playing number 1. You don't want that. It's gonna be a murder. It's gonna be a slaughter, right? The difference between the number 1 and the number 7, 8 team in the country is it's crazy now. So a little bit more parity. But anyway,
I'm with you.
Nice.
yep, a little bit more parity. But big year coming up in college football. You see my boy Joey's man Scott Frost is coming back, and hopefully because he couldn't get 7 wins this year, maybe he can get 7 wins next year.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready.
And also, speaking of college football, Spencer Rattler will not be winning the Heisman. Also, Spencer Rattler will not be a number 1 draft pick. The kid from Clemson will not be winning the Heisman next year. He is not a really good quarterback right now.
No, he's not.
So there's some throwbacks. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch some of our past shows. Anyway, moving on. I think my man Chris is going to talk about the NFL.
Yeah.
And some buying and selling, because I know
Yeah,
Joey is buying and selling.
All right, yeah. So we're going Super Bowl contenders. If you're right now, I'm going to throw out a name. You tell me if you're buying or you're selling on them to make it to the Super Bowl. If you even think they got a shot or whatever. So first up, we'll go with JB's boys. We'll say Super Bowl contenders buying or selling Dallas. JB, what do you got?
Right now, I'll be real with you. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be a homer and say I'm buying. I'm selling right now. I mean, the defense is playing good, but if Dallas's offense cannot fix the issues, they are not going to the Super Bowl.
As well as COVID, they're having some COVID problems.
I don't think the COVID problems for them have passed. I mean, everybody got COVID problems, it seems. You got players not vaccinated making millions of dollars. We got head coaches catching COVID. I don't understand it, but you know what? It is what it is. And if the Cowboys have no reason not to go out every week and put up numbers on offense. They have no reason. They have talent everywhere, like the Hawks, man. I'm telling you, they got Lamb, they got Gallup, they got Schultz, they got Cooper, they got Pollard, they got Ezekiel, they got a good quarterback. There's not many teams in the NFL that have that many offensive weapons when any one of them can beat you. But if it ain't right, it ain't right. And right now they haven't looked right. They got a big game this weekend. So right now I'm selling. I'll be buying if they change my mind.
Joey, buying, selling.
At this moment, I will sell, but by the end of the season, I will be buying. Once they figure COVID out, once they figure COVID out, I think the Cowboys will be scary. They got to figure COVID out first.
It's
a shame
about COVID, right?
Have to do that.
Yeah. I'm looking at the rest of their schedule. They got the Cardinals, right? But other than that, they got Washington, which they could beat, the Giants and the Eagles. They could go 4-1. They might be able to get a bye. To me, I could be with that offense. I'm gonna go a little bit different. I'm gonna go bye here on the Cowboys, just because if you have that level of offensive talent, that's just a team people don't want to see, because they can compete with anybody. And you got a defensive player like Parsons who gets better every week. You got a defensive line with Lawrence is coming back in. So they got players. So
get Gregory coming back, man.
Before
he got hurt, he was on a tear. He was dominating.
So just talent alone on paper, they're so scary that to me, they're just I'm gonna buy them just for that reason, because we've seen if you get in the playoffs with talent, you can win. So
loaded.
Buying Cowboys. Give me some of that. All right, next up we got
some of that.
We got Tennessee, Joey. You buying or selling?
Sell.
A hard sell.
Hard sale. Wholesale. Give me money.
All right, you don't even need to get into it. Just sell.
I do not.
You know,
like going trading places.
Yes. He don't want any of that.
Mortimer, sell. Remember Valentine?
Oh, that's funny.
Like, man, come on.
JB, you selling?
Oh man, of course I'm selling on these guys, man. Unless if they had Derrick Henry back, I'll be buying because he's a difference maker. But without Derrick Henry, I gotta sell, man, because you got AJ Brown who stays hurt, Julio who's not going to go and hide your face. Because you the one saying Julio gonna play 10 games, 11 games, have 1,000 yards, 1,100 yards receiving, and 8 touchdowns. Yep, hide your face. I told you that won't gonna happen with Julio Jones, bro. I told you that. Nah, I'm selling, Chris.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, Joey's going.
He done turned this whole thing, turned this whole camera off.
Yeah, he's out of there. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm selling. Tannehill was my boy in the past, but he just has not shown that he's just not shown that he can do it without Derrick Henry. So
yeah, he's awful.
Same way. If I hear Derrick Henry's back, but even still, you got Julio and Brown. I mean, there's just so many question marks with that team. So I'm selling also because just too many unknowns with that squad. So
the Steelers have the score is now 29-14. And the Vikings are out here Vikinging again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means, right?
Cooking up some ham and eggs.
Right now, they're about to punt. They're 3 and out.
Okay.
Mike Zimmer's seat. Zimmer's seat is burning
right
up.
Here is one of those games that make. Oh Lord. Anyway.
All right, JB. How about New England? Buying or selling?
Man, I'm selling. Look. Don't sit here and give me. I don't know how many people are gonna sit here and give me these Belichick theories and tell me, Belichick out here Belichicking. He's doing his thing. He's out here doing his thing. They're gonna make the playoffs. They are going to maybe have a high seed. They're not getting out of the playoffs. They're going, if they're gonna play Kansas City gonna because New England can play defense against teams that can't score. Give them a team that can score, and you will see that their defense is not all that great, aka the Cowboys. Dak put up monster numbers against them. So they get a game where the weather is 10 degrees and the wind is blowing 100 miles per hour. Yeah, give me them all day. But every game won't be like that in the playoffs. So I'm selling.
How about Joey? How about you? You gonna give us your best Belichick?
I am buying this.
We knew this with this love of.
He has molded this team.
He's young Mac.
After losing 3 out of 4, he has molded this team. As JB said, they play defense. I think they're top 5 in most major defensive categories. They run the ball. This is an old school 1980s, 1990s New York Giant team. They play defense and they run the football. And they can throw the ball down the field. Now, of course, when the lights are brightest, we're going to really see who?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
We're going to really see what Mac Jones can do. But I think it would be very dangerous if New England gets the number 1 seed. That's very dangerous. I think Belichick is playing with house money. I'm buying.
Yeah, I'm selling just because I don't necessarily know. Just looking at the playoff picture right now, they'd get the bye, and then they would face Kansas City. I think that's a horrible matchup for them because I just don't think that they can score with them. I don't necessarily know where a good matchup is. We'll see how they face against Buffalo. Then, to me, if you play against Buffalo, not in that, what was the other night, but in a regular game where you're not running and there's 30-mile-an-hour winds and you're just playing a regular game. If they show me something against then, I might change it up. But right now, I think that I just don't see necessarily matchups that, can they compete with a team like even the Chargers or the Bengals or
They beat the Chargers already. I think Belichick got some kind of magic over Herbert, but it was a close game.
They beat him.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you're going to have to be able to win. And we've seen in the playoffs, you have to win. They take away your best thing, which I don't even know what the New England's best thing is, actually. I mean, that might be their best thing is their versatility to be able to win multiple ways, which is good. So, but right now, I just got to see them against Buffalo in a regular game, and then in which we will see coming up. And then I think I might change if they can show me they can beat them in a normal game. So
this is when Dak was playing MVP. Dak went for 444 yards 445 against them and 3 touchdowns.
Oh, geez. Yeah, he was.
Everybody, I mean, New England schedule, New England has smoked some people, though. I mean, I say smoked them. I mean, smoked. They beat the Browns 45-7.
Yes, they did.
They beat the Falcons 25-0.
They're playing out of this world.
They beat the Jets 54-13.
They are on another level right now. They are whooping everybody right now.
They lost to Tampa Bay
at
home, but that was early.
I'm sorry. Big Ben just threw a touchdown. I'm telling you, man, they about to cut the lead, man. The Vikings were up 29-0.
They can't lose this game.
If they lose, Zimmer's gone.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we fire a judge. I will take Zimmer to coach the New York Giants.
Y'all did fire Jason Garrett, though.
All right, Joey. Arizona, buying or selling?
I will buy them. I will buy them at this moment. They play great defense. They have a quarterback that will give you absolute fits. If he is healthy, Arizona is a definite buy. Kyler Murray, that is.
JB,
if he is healthy, I'm definitely buying him.
Yeah, I'm buying too. I'm buying because they have won every road game by double-digit points. They're a good team. They get to come into Dallas and test that double-digit win theory out in a couple of weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I think they got a good, fast defense. They got a good pass rush. They got good second level players. They're loaded across the board on offense.
Yes, they are.
With D Hop and Rondale Moore and Kirk, AJ Green, Connors. I mean, Chase Edmonds hasn't even been playing the last couple of weeks. Coming back off IR. I mean, they won a lot of those games without even Kyler Murray playing. I mean, 3 games without Kyler Murray?
Yes.
Yeah.
They got a big game. They got a big game. They have a big game this week. They win Monday. They're probably going to be number 1 in the NFC. But if they lose, it's going to open the door for a lot of people for Green Bay, Tampa, maybe even Dallas if they lose on Monday.
That LA game is huge. That's a huge game.
Yeah, because they win, they pretty much going to sub the number 1 seed in the NFC. But they lose, it's going to open the doors for a lot of people. A lot of chances to climb there. But I'm buying them. I'm respect them.
Yeah, I'm buying with the caveat that we've talked about before. Kyler Murray has to stay healthy playoff time, and that's going to be a big if. But he's a difference maker. But if he's hurt, which he seems to get banged up pretty easy, I don't know. I mean, that's a drop off from a guy like Kyler Murray who can.
You can tell when he's hurt. When he's hurt, he don't run.
Yeah.
He don't do all that scrambling stuff. When he's hurt, he's just not the same player.
Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see how he does in, Lamar Jackson hasn't figured the playoffs out yet. So we'll see how he does in the playoffs. But yeah, right now, I mean, I think you have to buy them just because what they've been putting out.
The Patriots don't want to see Lamar in the playoffs.
They don't.
All right. How about the Rams, JB?
I'm selling because you going to have this number one defense, and they can't stop nobody that's good. They'll stop, man. They'll beat the crap out of the Jaguars. They'll beat them like a drum, but they play against some decent teams. I mean, really, they couldn't even stop Jared Goff and DeAndre Swift when they played them. They barely beat them. So, last week they established a run. They had Sony Michel in there. They ran the ball pretty well. I mean, Cooper Kupp is like, is he the best receiver in the NFL because he's catching every pass, or because Matthew Stafford loves him and just feeds him because he wants him to be the number one receiver? Or because the dude's always open. Like, if anybody play, he's always open, especially if they play in zone. I mean, goodness, he's just always open. And you got a really good defense, but that's not playing well. I mean, Jalen Ramsey is good, but he can't cover everybody. Aaron Donald is good, and he can't tackle everybody. So they gotta find a way to be consistent on both sides of the ball if they want to compete for a title. This game this Monday is so big for them because when they played them the first time, Arizona smacked them around.
Yes,
Kyler Murray's out there just having fun with them, and Matthew Stafford didn't play that well. Matthew Stafford still has a stigma of not being a winner in the playoffs or a winner in general. I mean, how many times in his career has he been in a situation 8-4 with a chance to compete for a bye or a top seed in the division, right? Never. So this is a big game for them in general. So we'll see. I mean, they win. They beat the Cardinals this weekend. I may start buying a little bit more, but right now I'm selling. I'm not selling like Tennessee, but I'm selling.
Joey?
Right. So I wish. Could I answer this question next week?
Yeah, we'll have to revisit it. Yeah.
Based on
What's the update?
Kirk Cousins just hit KJ Osborne for like a 80-yard pass.
Oh,
wow. That's not good.
Zimmer, big old sigh of relief.
That's not good. If based on, you know what? I agree with everything JB just mentioned. And I think the biggest stat, the worst stat that the LA defense has going for them is on third downs. They are allowing a team to pick up a first down 42% of the time. Arizona is getting off of the field. Arizona is top 5 in that particular category. The LA defense needs to be much better as far as getting off of the field and stop letting the opposing team pick up first downs. So until that happens, they will be an early exit come playoff time. They will be an early exit. I do think they have what it takes to make a run to the championship game of the NFC, and then we will see what happens there. But if their defense doesn't get better, as JB said, it's going to be an early exit.
Yeah, they're a top
very
defense.
early exit.
That's crazy. We talk about the Rams and their defense.
Yes, it is. And that Robert Woods injury was big. That was a huge injury.
I mean, they brought in Odell. Odell has been playing decent. Van Jefferson everybody forget Van Jefferson was a second-round draft pick. Mm-hmm. He's not like in the NFL, a second-round draft pick is like gold, right? You know what I'm saying? That's a player that's expected to do a lot in the NFL, not the NBA. That's second-round draft picks. That's an important pick that you can't miss on. So, and he's playing well too. So, I mean,
recently,
they got a chance. It's just,
get off the field, Rams defense. Get off of the field.
Lee, I tell you what, I speaking of getting off the field, I can't never unsee what happened to the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Goodness gracious. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. They're going to have to prove themselves next couple of weeks. I mean, they've got Cardinals, they still have the Ravens, they got the Niners, so they got some teams left to kind of to play against. They got Seattle, which is still a division game that you could be tough. And they got the Vikings, who we'll see if they could be competing at that point for a playoff spot. So, I mean, they've beaten one team in the playoffs right now, and that's Tampa Bay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So everyone else they've lost against. So until you can show that you can beat those level of teams, like JB said, you can't just beat up on bad teams. Eventually, you're going to have to beat good teams to win the Super Bowl. You're going to have to go through a whole bunch of them if you get into the wild card also. So I'm selling because they haven't really beat anybody, but we'll find out. Like you said, this is a big game for them, a huge game to be able to kind of barometer for where they're at. So, all right, this is the last one. We got Buffalo. Joey, buying or selling?
This is another one. This is a huge game for them on Sunday as well, especially since they could go into New England the following week on a 2-game losing streak, and things are not going to be looking good for them. They play great defense. They play pretty decent offense. They just can't run the ball as we were having in our meeting before we went live. Their best running back is the quarterback.
Yeah, and that's because the quarterback wants to be the best running back, not because that's how I look at it.
This is after I am going to sell them as of right now. I'm selling Buffalo as of right now. There's something wrong with them. If they can pull out this game on Sunday against Tampa, I'm gonna buy them right back. I'll buy them after that. Right now, sell. Buttons, I apologize.
This reminds me of when Kansas City went into Tampa last year, and Tampa then just passed the ball over the field because what's the one thing? The Bills offense is the Bucks defense kryptonite. Mm-hmm. The Bucks are built on stopping the run. The Bills don't want to run. So, and now you bring the Bills in who want to pass the ball over the field. Guess what? This is what Josh Allen is going to do. This is how you beat Tampa. The football team actually ran the ball on Tampa. So did the Colts. So that Tampa's not even the Tampa we think they were. So the Bills got a chance, but I'm still selling.
Sell them.
Selling. You know what I'm selling? Y'all had the Bills buttons. Your boys had their chance to flex. They had their chance to just snuff out anything Belichick was trying to do.
Yes.
And what did y'all do? Let Belichick come into your house, hold you to 10 points.
You let him off the hook.
Beat you by passing the ball 3 times.
You let him off the hook.
Who wins an NFL game in 2021 passing the ball 3 times?
Let him off the hook.
And they beat you in your own house? So, yeah, I am selling.
Let them off the hook.
And to think, these guys were a Super Bowl favorite when the season started.
Yes, they were.
They don't like running the ball.
They finally went.
They're not a physical. They're not a physical team.
No.
In the NFL, you got to be physical.
You better be a dog.
Yeah. So I'm selling, and I got one sentence. I'm keeping this pretty short. They scored 6 points on the Jags. That's all I need to say. 6 points on the freaking Jags.
Yeah.
Knocked me out of the confidence. Oh, now I'm selling them. You lose to the Jags 9-6. Come on now. That's not a Super Bowl
contender. Josh Allen wasn't even the best Josh Allen that day.
He got Josh Allen.
Josh Allen got Josh Allen that day.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I'm selling. Come on now. That's
The old Spider-Man one with the Spider-Man looking.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So
My goodness. He
yeah,
got Josh Allen got Josh Allen.
that is ridiculous.
crazy.
Awful loss.
Yeah.
All right, so now we'll get into some we're gonna get into some fantasy football. We haven't talked in the last couple of weeks, so we need some updates on how you guys are doing. JB, how's you said you're looking good in most of them.
I suck at fantasy football, America. The reason I suck is my players hurt. I couldn't even enjoy it. I'm sitting here Thanksgiving Day thinking DeAndre Swift is about to go off. Darren Waller is about to have a good game.
Yeah.
Oh, they get hurt. And not to mention, one of my guys has COVID.
Yeah.
And the other guy gets a concussion.
Yep.
So I just the last 2 weeks I have done nothing in fantasy, but luckily I did enough in the early in the seasons to right now be in position to make the playoffs in 4 of my 6 leagues.
There you go.
To get 2 first-round buys.
There you go.
So I'm feeling pretty good in the one league I was in where I was like 8-0. I've lost 4 of the last 5 because COVID, injuries, happenstance. I just happened to get my butt whooped.
Oh, COVID again.
Playoffs though. Here we go. Get into the playoffs, a whole new season, and
that's right.
We'll see. I ain't gonna lie. Last week I went 1-5. I didn't even watch football that day. I didn't even watch football. I watched the game at night. That's it.
That happens.
And I was like, man, I can't even watch football today.
Yeah, those happen every once in a while.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna get double-digit wins in 3 of the leagues, probably, or 2 of them at least. Probably 2, because I think the guy today paying me. He got Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is 26 carries for 206 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Oh, jeez.
And these 2 knuckleheads had him on the bench. So yeah, that's how it goes. Fantasy football for you, man.
It does.
And if your boy Kirk Cousins, somebody just turned the ball over. Pittsburgh got the ball back. But yeah, so that's I really don't have no fancy surprises. I have my bust for the year. His name is Aaron Rodgers. And it's been a bust of the year. Anybody here draft Calvin Ridley?
You have him in a bunch, don't you?
Anybody take Calvin Ridley in multiple leagues? Yeah. How did that work out for me?
Yeah.
Man.
How did that work out for me? A guy who's projected to be a number 1 wide receiver for the year, and I got 5 weeks out of this guy. 5 weeks. I'm not gonna talk bad about him because he left for mental health issues.
Right.
But help me.
We were talking about the bet early was that might be a good bet for 1,300 yards. We were talking about taking that. So,
yeah.
Man. Joey, how about you?
For you, man?
Well, I went 4-3 last week. It does look like I may be able to make the playoffs in 5 with 5 of those teams. We'll see. If I continue to make mistakes like the one I made tonight by not starting a 200-yard back, then I will have an early exit come playoff time. So hopefully I don't make the same mistake going forward with those 5 teams.
Hey, Ben Roethlisberger, man. Ben Roethlisberger came back to life this evening. What the heck?
Oh.
And Joey, how about your bust and your surprise? You got anybody?
My surprise
from
of the week, I'm going with Javonte Williams.
Oh, that's who I got.
Who is showing signs of being a 3-down back.
Yeah, I think you are playing against him this week too. Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
also, matter of fact, Chris, no,
nobody's.
I'm
have
actually going. I'm gonna go weird. I'm gonna go the Kansas City defense
Uh-oh.
as my surprise.
Oh, Kansas City defense.
Last week, Kansas City defense allowed 9 points. They got a sack, 2 picks, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. Kansas City defense, who everyone was crapping on earlier, along with the quarterback, is playing some pretty decent ball.
Restrained it.
They are playing some pretty decent football right now. So they are my surprise of the week.
Any bust?
Jeez.
Yes, I'll have to go. I hate that I'm doing this because I still believe in him, but Zeke is my fantasy bust. He has. I made a big gamble in our NFL league, and it's actually doing okay. It's not paying off the way that I envisioned when I made this.
It's better than the other part.
True.
Because I traded. I got. Hold on, who did I get? I got Chris Carson gone for the retiring Calvin Ridley. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you work? Oh, and not to speak 3-10. So yeah, shut up. It worked. You're like number one in your division. Number one in the division. What at 8-5?
Yeah,
as
but
of right now, yes.
Joey
of right now, yes. But it's not thanks to. I'm not going to stay there long if I keep getting 13 rushes for 45 yards and two catches for 2 yards, no touchdowns, and the backup is playing better than he is.
Well, the dude's he has a knee bruise and they won't let him rest. So what do you expect?
Well, now the backup has a foot. I believe he has a foot injury.
Yeah.
So he's got to suck it up. He's got to suck it up. I need you, Zeke. You are my best from last week, but I still believe in you.
Suck it up.
Because your other boy that you was so high on, Lordy. I ain't gonna talk about him, but anyway.
Disappearing again.
And I could have swore, didn't I tell you about that guy? Didn't I warn you? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I?
Yes, you did, JB.
Okay, I want to make sure. I know I try to give you good advice, but you don't want to take it. Go ahead, Chris. I know you got. Who's your surprise, and how'd you do, and how you looking right now?
Actually, but going into this week, I didn't realize I was actually doing. I was thinking I was doing all right. So in 5 of my leagues going into this week, I was first in 3 of them.
There you go.
And then I didn't have that great. I think I had an all right week. I finally won. I can't make the playoffs in our league, your NFL.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, I mean, but actually, I'm looking at it though.
You're right there with me, buddy.
I'm 4th in scoring. The problem is that the 3 guys ahead of me are all in my same division.
Yeah.
And then points against, I'm first in points against. So
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, terrible.
That usually happens when you get when you're getting that many points scored against you. So I mean, my team's not bad. The good thing is, and I had told you coming in, is I wanted to get a couple keepers for later. And I think with Gibson and Javonte Williams, I feel like I was setting myself up to, be good. I think if Javonte, he's obviously shown, and he was going to be my surprise. He's shown that if he can be, that dude he is hard to tackle. I mean, he can go over guys. He will not go down. So he's shown that, you don't need to necessarily split carries with that dude anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, going forward, next year really is when I'm counting on him.
Yeah, that's a good keeper.
Yeah. So, and I got him later. I got him in the 5th or 6th round, something like that. So,
did y'all see the move that I made?
Who's that?
I picked up Dobbins and Akers.
Oh, did you? That's you're always fishing for that free agent guys in the end.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So, hey, one of them gonna be good next year. Gonna be right. And I still got Dylan too on that team. So I'm thinking about keeping Dylan next year. You know,
Oh,
because that's
yeah,
a
he
guy
might
that's
be. I mean,
gonna.
he looks like he's gonna be the guy. So
Yep.
Maybe the Steelers just scored. Did they
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
score or
it's 30. Right now it's 36-28. But Dalvin Cook just caught a big pass on 3rd and something. Dalvin Cook right now against me. Dalvin Cook right now has 54 points.
my cousin Big Stroud, who is my Uncle Irv's son, just texted me and said ham and egger.
old ham and eggers.
He just texted me that.
So,
Yeah.
well, since we already talked Javonte Williams, another one that was a big surprise, finally showed up like he's supposed to is George Kittle.
Oh,
9 catches, 181, and 2 touchdowns. That's the
yes. He always has at least 1 or 2 of those a year.
yeah. Every year you expect it, and that,
Yeah.
I mean he has that kind of potential to just explode. He just can't stay healthy.
I know one year in the fantasy playoffs against somebody I was playing, I had him on my team. He went for like 200 and maybe 2 or 3 touchdowns. I mean, he pretty much won the week.
Yeah. And my bust is Tyreek Hill, 2 catches for 22 yards. I mean, this is a guy who's supposed to be the number 1 receiver in fantasy right now, and he's had a couple games where he's just been, like just a bust.
That's him,
completely.
dude. He'll go 2 for 30 and then go 7 for 250.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, so we'll see. I mean, it's getting close to playoff time. So
next week they start. Next week they start. They start in the playoffs. I mean, it's money time. But I just knew I won't make in the playoffs in the City Square League, but I got an outside shot. But I got to get a win this week. And my man Big Ben came at one point it was looking terrible. But Big Ben came through for me, man. Came through.
3 touchdowns a night.
Big Ben came through. I got a chance to make in that league. I got a chance to make the playoffs, and all year I've dealt with him. I had Ben Roethlisberger and Heineke as my QBs. Kamara's been hurt. Adams had COVID. Hunt missed 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Carter got hurt. It's it's like, and Ridley, I drafted Ridley in that league too, just so you know. So it has Minnesota's punting.
How much time's left?
2. They threw a flag for pass interference.
No.
The refs are on the take as usual.
Uh-oh.
All right, Joey, you want to get us into actually I'll lead on the power ranking. So
yeah.
Let me break this down. So the beginning of the season, before the season started, we went and we did our power rankings for NFL. I'll just give you the teams that are off, that we were way off on. We had 8 through 10 are not on our list anymore. So we had Cleveland at 8, Seattle at 9, Niners at 10, 49ers at 10, 9, and Pittsburgh was at 10. That's what it is, my bad. So Pittsburgh, those 4 did not make it. So Joey was pushing for Pittsburgh, so at the beginning of the year, and Seattle, I think. Let me read off.
It wasn't a flag.
Okay.
So let me read off here from 10 up. 10, this is for now. So Tennessee is number 10, Buffalo's 9, Baltimore is 8, Rams 7, Dallas 6, Kansas City 5, New England 4, Green Bay 3, Tampa Bay 2, Arizona 1.
Okay.
So my guess, Joey had the Patriots either 2 or 1 on his.
No, let me see. He had Patriots. No, we all had the Patriots.
No,
right.
I had him at 4. If you had him at 5, how do you get to 3?
You had him at 5. You had New England at. You had New
Joyce
England
had
at
him
5.
at 5 too.
Yeah, you had New England at 5.
But Joey said he had him at 5 too, right, Joey? What'd you
And
have
I
him
had
at?
him at 4. So they just based on average,
Uh,
they're based on average, they're right ahead of Dallas.
oh, so let me guess. Where'd you have the Cowboys, Joey?
Yeah.
The
Joey
boys,
had Cowboys at 8.
the boys are number 8. But
Oh,
remember,
wow.
I think from the 5th to the 1st,
Joey was trying to like tie all these teams together. I was like,
think any
pick
of those
them.
5, JB, I think Tampa, Green Bay, Arizona, the Rams, and Cowboys are the same. I have the Cowboys right there with them. This is just the ranking. I think they can go to the NFC Championship game. I do think that. I think any of those 5, the way they're playing, can win a Super Bowl. I think that's it. The number 6 and number 7 team in the NFC, I don't think so.
Joey, I was like, no more tying teams. Just give it to me. Jeez.
I think Dallas is every bit as good as any will be by the end of this season. Every bit as good
So,
as
Joe, where do you think Joey had
He
Arizona?
done jinxed him now. He caught that.
JB?
He probably done jinxed him now.
JB, where did Joey have Arizona?
Not in the top 5?
He had him at 4. We had Arizona at 1. He had him at 4.
Yeah. Yeah. How did they get to 4, Joey, when they like on the road, they're undefeated and like double-digit wins?
Because he has Tampa Bay at 1, of course.
Oh. And New England I'm surprised we have it 2. The Rams?
Yeah, Green Bay at 2. He had Kansas City at 3. Joey loves teams that have proven it in the past.
Prove it.
He does not want to buy in.
I'll see it when I believe it.
That's Joey.
Yeah. You'll
That
see
is
it when you
Joey.
believe it, huh? Okay.
I'll see it when I believe it.
You'll see
Joey,
it when-
where did JB have Tennessee?
JB, Tennessee, 10.
6.
Oh, it's 6, man. You gotta be. Okay. So based on what you just said, they beat every team in the AFC except the Patriots.
With who? With the guy playing though.
Not always. They didn't. They the last game they beat a good team there. They didn't have Derrick Henry.
Who did they beat?
I don't know who it was, but I know they played. That wasn't the Bills. I think they beat the Bills without Derrick Henry.
Did they beat the Bills without Derrick Henry?
I don't know. I know they. I'll tell you what though. You got to respect them because I think they play up to their competition, except for their Patriots game, because they'll lose to the Jets.
They lost to the Texans.
Exactly. They'll lose to and that game, your boy, AJ Brown, and your other boy, yeah. Tannehill needs some guys to make plays. He out there with, I don't even know the guys' names. Chester Rogers, Ferkser, Jack Wagon. I don't know who the hell out there with him. How you supposed to win a game?
All right, let me look at the other ones. Me and Joey had Buffalo at 7 each. JB didn't have Buffalo in his top 10. No Buffalo.
I was already for Buffalo. New England took every piece of respect I have for them.
Baltimore, we're all 7, 8, 9. We're close on Baltimore. Dallas 4, 6, 8. So we're pretty close on there. Green Bay, we're all 2, 3, 2. Tampa Bay 3, 2, 1. New England 4, 5, 5. The Rams, me and JB, Joey's much higher on the Rams. Me and JB have them at 9. You have them at 6, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
So you're higher, and JB was the only one that has the Chargers in there. I had them at 10. I was going back and forth on the Chargers because they're another one that I can't get a read on yet.
No, I don't see it, so I don't believe it.
21 big play, 43 seconds.
So New England So the thing is,
Down.
last time, where do you think we had Green Bay last time, Joey?
We had Green Bay 3 or 2 or 3.
We had Green Bay at 9.
E.
And we didn't have New England at all in there. We had the Rams at 2 last time.
Yo, the refs screwed the Steelers.
Uh-oh.
This is how they screwed them. So they went to give the ball and the clock is running. They went to give the ball to the ref, and the ball was bouncing around everywhere, but the ref won't stop the clock. So they lost like 10 seconds on the clock.
Oh.
That's stupid, man. The NFL got some archaic rules, boy. Dumb.
All right, Joey. So you want to get us into and then we can get out with your hot takes finally. We want to get into our playoff predictions for now. You read off the things so we need. That means we got AFC. You can go through the AFC. You go east, north, south, west, and then we'll go into 3 wild cards. Who we think, and then you'll do the
playoff.
Yeah, playoff predictions.
As far as seeds go.
Well, yeah, so you got to do AFC East and the West, like you do that, and then we'll go through the 3 wild cards as well.
All right, AFC. Let's go to the NFC. Let's go to the NFC East. NFC East winner, Chris.
I don't think. I'm not a Washington believer, so
Who is
I think
the
this one's
game
gonna
on
be-
Sunday?
I think this one's easy. I'm going Dallas here.
JB,
You really asking me that question?
let's go to the NFC North.
Wait, you gotta.
You know that Mike McCarthy, he said we will win this weekend.
You
I
still
will
going?
also-
He
I
said
will-
Joey, you still going Giants?
I will also take Dallas.
You're not going Giants?
I will wait. I will hold off on my Giants pick until
The
next
Giants
season.
quarterback this week.
The Giants quarterback this week will be Jake Fromm from University of Georgia, also from QB1 on Netflix.
All right, so here's what's going down. It is first and goal at the 12-yard line is 2 seconds on the clock.
Oh, wow.
So basically, they got to throw it to the back of the end zone, pretty much.
The one is they got one play.
What's the score?
36-28.
36-28.
Oh, geez.
NFC North, JB.
Oh, Green Bay.
Another easy one. Green Bay.
I will third that. NFC South, Chris. Oh,
Easy.
why? Do it. Well, yeah, let's just
Another easy one.
Let's go down to
Oh, the dude dropped it. Game over.
Oh,
Fire move had it in his hands,
Oh no.
and he got hit by 3 guys, and he dropped it.
Oh no. NFC West, do we need to? I think we need to have a quick discussion about this.
NFC West still gonna be the Cardinals. Even if the Rams win, the Cardinals would have to the Cardinals would have to lose probably 2 more games for the Rams to get the top seed.
Which could happen.
It could, but I still say the Cardinals would be the top seed in the West.
Okay. Chris,
yeah, I'm with you. Me and JB, same page right now.
my Uncle Irv just texted me. He doesn't even get angry anymore. He knows that he has ham and eggers on his thing. So
No.
They won, so
I will
he's still fine with his ham and eggers.
I will third you all with the
Harrison
Cardinals.
Smith with the game saver. He knocked it out. That's
Okay.
Joey's boy. He loves me, Harrison Smith.
So no one's going off script yet. Everyone's staying.
Oh, it's going to happen. You got Joey here. You know it's going to happen.
I almost was ready to say that the Rams are going to end up winning the West somehow after they win on Sunday and then get the momentum, but I'm not going to go there.
Listen to that game. That game in Arizona, or was it
That game is in
At
Arizona.
right? At Arizona.
Yes, it is, because they sunned them in LA. They sunned them in LA.
Skull drug them.
So your number one seed, Chris.
Probably I'm gonna go Green Bay.
Green Bay. And who would be your wild cards, Chris? Your two wild.
The Rams.
There's 3 wild cards.
Three now.
Wild cards.
I'm going Rams, Ham and Eggers,
Ooh,
and Niners, Redskin, or Washington doesn't make the playoffs.
okay. JB, number one seed NFC.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna go with the Packers as well, even though I hate Aaron Rodgers.
Three wild card teams, JB.
You definitely got the Rams. Look at these standings again. I gotta repeat these standings one more time, because you got definitely the Rams. So I need 2 more teams.
So it's probably Washington, Minnesota, Eagles, and 49ers.
The Niners. Let's see. So look at the conference right now. How it's laid out. We got the skin. I would say I'm gonna say, man, yeah, probably. I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say the 49ers, Rams, 49ers, and the Ham and Eggers as well.
Okay.
we do not respect Washington.
I will go Tampa as the
Of course.
number one seed. And my wild card teams will be LA,
Yep.
the 49ers.
49ers.
Right.
Football team. Giants.
and the Vikings.
What the? All 3 of us. None of us took Washington.
Well, we'll see. All I know is when they played last week, the Raiders should have won that game. Every game is crazy. Did you see the play when on Washington's last drive, when Heineke threw that pass out in the flat, hit the Raiders cornerback square in the hands like this for a pick 6, and he dropped it. He could have ended the game right there. Raiders win, but nope, he drops it. They get another completion, kick a field goal.
Just catch it, baby.
Terrible.
Let's go to the AFC.
So we all had the Packers, Bucks, Cowboys, Cardinals, Rams, Niners, and Ham and Eggers.
Yeah, the only difference is Joey
picked the Bucks the number 1 seed. Yeah,
that's it. I thought I was going off a little bit picking the Ham and Eggers. Nope. Not at all.
Let's jump. The AFC is competitive.
Yeah.
AB, who's winning the AFC East? I'm gonna move on right by this.
Patriots.
Chris?
hurt my soul to say it.
Yeah, New England.
Isn't it like the only one you got right out of all the ones you picked this year so far?
It may be.
Oh, and that one in the Bucks.
No, he's a big old Bucks fan now.
AFC North, Chris.
Baltimore.
JB?
Bengals got a shot.
Yes, they do.
What the Bengals got next week?
Yes, they do.
Let me
Bengals
see.
got I don't like the Bengals schedule. Yeah, give me the Ravens.
I will take the Ravens as well. AFC South, Chris.
Oh my God.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
give me
give me the Tannies, man. Give me the Tannies.
Give me the Colts.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Give me the Colts to win.
When you say give me the Colts, that means your Colts are going to beat the Patriots this weekend. Do you realize that now?
well, so wait, Tennessee is
8-4.
8-4. Colts are 7-6.
He still gets
So-
to play the Texans and the Jags again.
Colts still have Patriots, Cardinals, Raiders, Jags. Joey, so that would mean they got to beat.
You got the Colts. No, you can't go back.
Give me the Colts.
So
They
if
will
they
lose. They will lose to the Patriots and win the last 3.
They're going to beat Cardinals.
That will not be enough to win the division, Joey.
They're going to
That'll be 10-7.
10-7. Tennessee
is not gonna. Tennessee will not lose through 3 games.
They got the Steelers, Niners, Dolphins, Texans,
And even if
Jags.
Tennessee loses 3 games, guess what? They got the tiebreaker.
Do they?
Yes, they beat them twice already.
Give me Tennessee.
We brought you back down to earth.
Yes, you did. AFC West, JB.
The Chiefs. Hold on.
Going to the schedule. I'll give you the Chargers schedule.
The only team that has shown that they can beat the Chiefs is the Chargers, and they're too inconsistent.
Chargers got Giants, Chiefs, Texans, Broncos.
Chargers looking good.
Chargers should go 3-1, which puts them at what?
7. They go 3-1. They'll be
10-7.
10-7.
Yeah, the Chiefs.
No. Right now the Chargers are 7-5, so they have 5 games left.
Hold on, let me see. Chargers got. Oh yeah, they got the Giants, Chiefs, Texans, Broncos, Raiders.
The Giants, that's a win. So yeah,
they could go 4-1. That would put them at.
The Chargers could go 5-0 here because they got the Chiefs coming to LA.
So say they go
COVID issues.
Just say they go 4-1. That's 11-6.
Are they playing the Giants this week? Those COVID issues?
Yes, they are.
Oh, that's a win.
Chiefs got Raiders, Chargers, Steelers,
Jake Fromm starting, man. You got Jake Fromm starting at QB this week, man. You know the NFL pass yet. The last time a player played the Chargers who hadn't thrown a NFL pass yet, his name was Nate Peterman. He threw like 6 INTs that day.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And he's the Raiders backup. The 3rd stringer, I should say.
Yes.
So JB, you're going Chiefs?
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs, man.
And I got the Chiefs also.
I will triple that.
Triplicate.
So even after all this, we still got the
triplicate.
same. All right, Joey.
All right. So, Chris, your number 1 seed.
Man, this one's tough. Hold on.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
So Colts or New England could go 11 wins. Oh man.
I'm gonna tell you mine. So y'all thinking about it? I got mine already. I already know.
Yeah, who you got?
Fighting except the Patriots. No, I got the Chiefs. I think we've been talking down the Chiefs this year. I think the Chiefs it's going to be a tight race. And if I think it's going to be the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs finish 1 game better than whoever else is behind them. Right now, I'm looking at even though the Patriots really, I'm gonna go with the Patriots, man. Unfortunately, because Anybody in the AFC ties with them is a wrap unless they have the type, unless they beat them, because the Patriots right now have a 7-1 conference record.
Yes, they do.
So
undefeated on the road as well.
Unless somebody can overtake them, or I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Patriots as a 1 seed and getting beat in the second round.
Who your 3 wild cards?
Oh, my wild cards. Oh my goodness. Let's see. My wild cards. I'm definitely gonna go with the Chargers because they play the Giants this week. That's a win. I'm gonna go with the surprise. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
Ooh.
And they'll bounce back. And I'm gonna go with the Bills, man. I think the Bills still make the playoffs.
Hey.
Shout out to you, Buttons. I think your boys still make the playoffs. Probably get the last seed in the AFC and maybe win and then get to play New England again. I would love to see that.
They're gonna be limping out of this Tampa and then they're gonna take that L in Tampa.
If they lose to Tampa this week and gotta go into New England, and if they lose to New England, it'd be 7-7. McDermott his job could be on the line.
New England is after Carolina. That's in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. I thought it was okay. All right. Because the Cowboys play the football team. They play the football team, the Giants, and the football team.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Chris, number 1 seed.
It's toss up right now between Tennessee and Kansas City.
Could happen.
What?
Only thing is, I'm trying to think who is on. The Patriots. They won 7 in a row. They have the Colts, and then they got the Colts. I think they got a bye week this week, right? A bye week. Then they got the Colts, the Bills again, the Jags, which is going to be a slaughter. And I tell you what though,
Miami's playing some good ball.
The Dolphins. The Dolphins is hot too.
Dolphins playing some really good ball.
They go down to Miami, and they've known to do this and lose week 17.
This is true.
So you could be on to something with it because the Titans got a much easier schedule. They got to have the easier schedule.
They got Jags, Steelers, Niners, Dolphins, Texans.
Okay, all right. The Steelers pretty much they about to cancel. They about to be like, man, they about to pack their bags pretty soon. They got the Titans. They got the 49ers at home, and then they got the Jags at home and the Texans on the road. I don't know, man. They need what? 4 wins to get to 12, or 3 wins to get to 11.
But what is Kansas City? What's Kansas City got left?
Kansas City has.
They got Raiders, Chargers, Steelers, Bengals, Broncos.
So you pretty much know the Steelers are done. Because they got a gauntlet. They're not getting to the playoffs. Right now they 6-1. They're done.
They got Raiders. They should win
Uncle
that.
Irv, they're done. Whoever. No, not Uncle Irv.
The
Godfather.
The Godfather. It's over.
Give me the Titans as the 1 seed, and then my wild card. I'm gonna go Chargers.
Write this stuff down, Joey.
Say it again.
You writing this stuff down?
I am not.
I'll let me get them. Let me run through them right at the end.
Okay, we always go back and listen to it. That's what I do.
Yeah.
When something don't get written down, I go back and listen.
I'll just go back. I'll go back and write them down on this page on the power ranking one.
Stu right here. You sitting here talking. I'm thinking you writing something down. Like you asking us questions.
He's like, yeah, I got him. I got him.
It's like you're writing, and you're like, I ain't writing nothing down. I'm like,
He's just scribbling.
How your boy do it?
It's right here. It's right here. A beautiful mind.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Give me I got Chargers, Bills, and Colts.
Okay. I will take the Patriots as the number 1 seed. I will take the Chargers, the Bengals,
The Bengals.
and the Colts.
No Bills?
No Bills.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope. This be a wasted season for Buffalo. We went to Arrowhead and whooped Kansas City and didn't make the playoffs. Playoffs?
Playoffs.
all right, Joey. So now you got to give us your hot take. Take us out.
Take us out with your hot take, Joey. Before you give your hot take, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the NBA a little bit and talk about
We were going to get into that, but we've been talking.
who's real quick while Joey's thinking, Chris, what's more impressive right now? Who you more impressed with, the Suns or the Warriors? Chris, not you, Joey. You keep thinking about your little hot take.
I got it.
Well, partly I was doubting the Warriors last year. I was giving them a hard time. I didn't necessarily like the direction they were going. I thought they were kind of just done. Where Phoenix looked like they would be, as long as they signed Paul back, they look like they would be good. So I'm surprised that the Warriors are as good as they are, and Curry is playing lights out. So and reinforcements are coming. They said Wiseman's a little bit banged up and still kind of slow to rehab, but Klay Thompson, I think, can be, any day. I wonder if he comes back before Christmas, but that might be his big day. But I mean, I think they were looking at him. There's no need to really rush him through as well as they're playing. So yeah, to me, the fact that they've come out and just played like the old Warriors, pre-Durant is pretty crazy to me. So
okay. How do you feel about the way Luka looks on the court?
Yeah, I know Reggie Miller was giving him a hard time, just like, I mean, you see with my boy Zion that, like
330.
I mean, he looks all of 330. I mean, he's Luka's going down that way.
Luka looks now, he doesn't look good.
I mean, he even said, and I heard Wilbon talking last night. He was saying that the great NBA players that have come through, you're talking LeBron and Jordan and Kobe and probably Steph, like those guys, and Durant, Giannis, like they're so disciplined in what they do. And right now, I think Luka, the league has kind of come too easy to him, and I think that all superstars kind of hit a point where we've seen, like with Giannis or like Jordan with they hit a point where they have to transition to that next level of superstar. And we'll see that is what makes players like Luka, who are, they're talented, but can they take it to that next level? And you see guys like Westbrook, who is supremely talented, never was able to do that.
Yeah.
Or James Harden, where
for the player he is, I would say the dude won an MVP and averaged triple-double for like 2 or 3 years. So I gotta disagree with you in the Westbrook one. I think
I'm talking
it's on the fact that he can't shoot.
Well, what I'm saying is that discipline is wherever your weakness is,
you get better at it. Got you.
And he's kind of just been the same guy. And Luka could do that. Luka could be a great NBA player, what we know of right now, and just end up being this exceptional player. But if he doesn't kind of take that next step like Giannis has done, then that's all he's going to be is a great, like a James Harden or Westbrook. And that's fine because those guys are probably Hall of Fame. They're definite Hall of Fame players. They're just not, you're not getting into probably what your full potential is if you can't find that.
I think the one thing different from those guys and from Luka, when they were ascending, their stats got better and they ascended. This year, he's going to step back.
Yeah.
In shooting and everything else. I mean, he's just out of shape.
Yeah, and that's really the biggest thing.
That's just crazy. But anyway, and yeah, Zion is 330. Didn't you draft him?
Yeah, I mean, I like to take guys who, because for me, I'm all about building for the playoff.
Yeah, building. Yeah.
But if he doesn't come back until 2 months from now, then he's going to be on a minutes limit. I mean, he's just a waste of a pick eventually, and my season will be done by then anyway. So
yeah, dude, you better. Yeah, you right now you are getting close to that.
Yeah.
To that point.
I mean, and I've got some guys. Mobley's been good. Cunningham is slowly getting better.
Yeah.
Beal's not as good, and the Toronto thing doesn't help because he's just going to miss games. Anthony Davis has actually been good for me. But the problem is when you punt the way I'm doing, if I don't get them all exactly right where they fit into those things, then my team's just kind of a mess, which is what it is. And then it just is, I'm not necessarily dominant in my categories, and then I'm just all right everywhere. Then that's the worst place to be, which is where I'm at right now. You have such small edges when you try to punt categories, which is what I'm doing. If you don't do it exactly right, then you're screwed, which every once in a while happens where guys, I just don't hit it right. And then I'm just scrambling all year. So we'll see. I mean, can't do it every year,
Yeah.
I know that going in though. So it's a dangerous game to play.
Right now, our division is definitely the toughest division in the league right now.
Yeah, you guys, well, Joey's team's good. I'm not necessarily a minutes chaser guy. I'm trying to always look to see if someone can build long term for me. But right now I'm struggling, so we'll see.
I'm always a scared money don't make money guy. So I'll pull the trigger and drop them in a minute. But every once in a while you do that, you find a gem like Cole Anthony.
I should have picked him when I had the chance.
You should have, because I picked him up, dropped him, and picked him up again.
Next week, I do want to get into because I actually was looking it up on which team that is struggling are you most worried about. We'll talk about that next week.
The NBA or NFL?
NBA, yeah, NBA.
Anybody say the Lakers who lost again tonight?
Don't
worry, I got a whole.
They lost to Memphis in Memphis without
no job.
Without Ja and no Dylan Brooks too.
We'll probably all take the Lakers. Like
yes, we will.
Another guy is playing pretty good for Memphis. Guy named Desmond Bain.
Oh yeah.
I wonder who got him on this team.
You do.
Is he, where was he? What college was he?
He went to. I think he went to TCU.
Oh, that's where it is. Dang it, that's a nice pool. That's where he went.
Yeah.
It's TCU, I believe so. Something like that. One of those schools. But anyway,
well, maybe the Lakers will turn it around next week, and we won't have anything to talk about.
The Lakers, yeah. I've been listening to a lot of NBA talk radio.
Yeah.
Listening to Scalabrine and his partner in the morning time, and Eddie Johnson and his partner.
That's a great show.
Yeah.
It's
like the same guys be calling in. It's crazy. Like the guys that they don't like. And they actually get on the radio and argue with guys. Like
Eddie Johnson argues. He definitely does.
Yeah, like, wait a minute here. Because I'm like, man, these guys, it's crazy. It's a pretty good show. Pretty good entertainment.
All right, Joe, you got that hot take for us?
The North Carolina State Wolfpack men's basketball team currently, it's got some pretty ugly stats. They are averaging about 68 points a game, which is 194th in men's Division I basketball. They're shooting 42% from the field, 259th. They're shooting from the 3-point line. They're shooting less than 30% from the field. But they're going to give the number 1 team in the country their second straight loss. Purdue lost to Rutgers tonight on Ron Harper's son's game-winning shots. They will go to Barclays Arena, where there's nothing special that happens in that basketball gym, because no one cares about who's playing there, because they're fair weather fans, and the guys chose the wrong team to play on in New York City.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing
So,
bongs.
NC State will defeat Purdue on a neutral court in Barclays Arena, and a number 1 seed will lose back-to-back games.
That's a
Have
hot
y'all seen
take.
that Bing Bong video? Like
Bing
the Bing
Bong.
Bongs from New York? You seen
Which-
the Bing Bong TikTok? Have you seen that?
The one with the dogs.
See these dogs in the yard? I'm upstairs. I'm going hard.
Bing bong.
What are you gonna see when you see Joe Byron?
Byron.
What's up, baby? Take me out
Bing
together.
bong.
Bong.
Bing bong. Well, the one guy, the one dude, remember the JV, remember when Joey was showing us that Knicks video? That guy, there was a guy on there
I know.
early on.
It's
He was like, bing bong.
like everybody is like doing that on a voiceover. Like I seen celebrities do it, random folks do it. It's crazy.
The Knicks.
But Scalabrini in the morning calls them the Bing Bongs. He goes, the Bing Bongs are playing. I'm like, man, this is so crazy. Yeah. All
Well,
right, hey
that-
everybody.
Knicks.
Once again, CJ Squared episode 33 is in the books. Check us out. Be back next week, hopefully. If Joey can coax me out of my shell again. All right. So and next week, NFL is going to be deeper and deeper into the season. Joey gave you one of his special hot takes. My man Chris hit you with that the analytics and that pristine knowledge. Holla back at us next week, and we are out.